remember the time when we fell in love. Remember the time girl, remember the time when we fell in love. Remember the time.
Web trailer last night, as I mentioned in my previous video. I said I'm gonna watch it. We got, you know, Izzy from Transformers 5, Sydney Sweeney, you know, all my Euphoria people. I know the black girl, I just don't remember where I know her from, but she was in something. And then we got Dakota Johnson. I'm not familiar with these characters. I gotta read up on them. I gotta look in my book. Y'all know if y'all seen my Black Adam video, y'all know I got my, you know, superhero encyclopedias that I read up on about characters and stuff if I don't read their comics and stuff like that. If I don't know about them from a cartoon or something. Let me know who these people are. I'm not exactly sure who these people are. I'm not sure who Madam Web is, what her name is. But I'm gonna get to know them. Like I said, I've already seen this, so this is not my first time watching this. But we're gonna take a look and I'm gonna get my thoughts.
Hey, come on, get your stuff. Let's go.
Yeah, that black girl right there. I don't know who that is. And I don't know where I've seen her. I think Freaky. Was she the best friend in Freaky? I think she was. It looked like, I guess this is the moment right there before they got their suits. Because the beginning to me when I was watching this was kind of confusing. I kind of didn't get it. I'm just kind of like confused looking at it, but I'm just going to assume like that was before they got their costumes and stuff.
Let's try that again.
I don't even know if she even knew them during that
I
time.
spent my life racing against time.
I'm gonna help you out today, okay?
Trying to save people who are running out of it. Until one moment changed everything.
Yeah, that was confusing to me too, seeing that baby being born. Like, was she born in the water? Was she born by... was she delivered by a spider web? Like, I just didn't really understand. But I know that metaphorically her life is some kind of web. Like, everything that's happening to her, the people she's running to does connect, you know, like a web in some kind of way. But me and my sister looked at this last night and we was just like, huh? When we seen that baby, it's just like, I don't get it.
Hi, welcome back to the land of the living.
I don't understand what's happening. I've been having visions. I knew he was gonna die. I think I'm seeing the future.
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
Yeah, this part right here was confusing when I seen that too. Like, I get none of this happened yet, so she's about to save these people, but I was just like, huh? Whoa, like, that's insane. Like, I know this movie in theaters is probably going to like really be effing with our minds, because the simple fact that we're not going to know in the movie that we're in her vision until it's already done. Like, once somebody blows up or gets stabbed or whatever, then that's when she gonna snap out of it, like out of that premonition, like she in Final Destination. And that's when us as the audience gonna realize, like, oh, this was a vision. But I know it's not gonna tell us right away. Like, we're just gonna just think that this is something that's happening in real time. So yeah.
What do you want from me?
Also, who is this Spider-Man villain dude? Like, this fake ass Venom. And don't be trying to come for me in the comments. I know he is not a Venom. That's the whole point of me saying fake ass Venom. That means like a discount Venom. But serious question though, for my people who are heavy into the Spider Verse and y'all know all the characters, who is that villain right there? What's his purpose? Like, do he only got smoke with other versions of Spider people, or do he got smoke with all Spider people? Meaning Gwen, Miles, um, who else? Peter, these girls, Jessica, what's my man from the 2099 Miguel? Like, do he got smoke with everybody or just specific ones, you know?
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
This is an emergency. Get off the train.
That man's trying to kill you.
Why?
Who are you? What is going on?
I like Sydney Sweeney with the little strawberry blonde hair. I mean, me personally, I probably would prefer her to be blonde, but the character that she's playing is probably originally like a strawberry blonde in the comics. So that's probably why they did that. Or she's probably just a redhead in general. Maybe not strawberry blonde, but her character's probably, you know, and then she probably just dyed her hair for this role. But I do like the look. It's nice. It's giving what's her name? Lydia Martin team up a little bit.
I can see the future. Oh, wow.
I lied, no it don't. It's not giving Lydia Martin at all.
How? She didn't see that coming? That's not how it works. I've seen that man before. So who is he? Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon.
Ezekiel Sims. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up on this dude. Ezekiel Sims. I'm actually going to look him up right after this. Ezekiel Sims.
When she was researching spiders right before she died.
Wait,
If she was researching spiders, do y'all think that she might have found like a radioactive spider where she was researching that in the Amazons? Like, you know, like the colony of where that radioactive spider came from? Well, I know they genetically modified that spider. So I know obviously we wouldn't find like a legit version, but maybe like where they got the DNA from it to genetically modify it. You know, y'all think?
guys, you live in my building.
You're the paramedic.
Well, yeah, you almost ran me over. You don't think this is weird? How we're all connected?
A lot of spider people, because I can't say Spider-Man no more. There's so many girls now, and like spider dinosaurs, and spider cats, spider pigs. A lot of spider people skateboard. I've noticed that a lot. I think the first one to do it was Andrew, because I do not remember my boy Toby skateboarding, but I'm starting to notice that a lot of them skateboard now.
Honestly, like the least weird thing that's happened all day.
I have no idea what those girls are called.
I think he could.
Are they supposed to be evil spiders though, or are they supposed to be good spiders? And don't get me wrong, but that costume with Sydney Sweeney looks exactly. No, never mind. That's not her. I'm sorry. I was about to say that looks exactly like the costume of Silver Cat, but no, she looked more like a cat. What's her name? Alicia something. Felicia. I be forgetting her last name. I want to say Stone, Felicia Stone, but I feel like I'm just thinking of Alicia Silverstone, which is Cher from Clueless, but it's Felicia something. I be forgetting her name. But no, that costume I've seen before in something. Was it in the game, or do I just know it from a cartoon? I probably just know it from a cartoon that I seen.
See into the future.
He's trying to change what happens. Julia, get down!
I was also saying like, she said Julia, but I was also saying like, do Madam Web get a costume? Did they even say what her name was in here? Trying to listen out for it. I don't even think I heard them say her name, but did she get a costume like everybody else? Because the whole preview, she's just wearing clothes. But I want to see what Madam Web's costume looked like.
Your future was almost so different.
If you want to live, you have to trust me.
Get ready. Now!
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it's probably going to be a lit movie. I'm sure it is. I mean, it's probably not gonna be no way home, but we got girls now doing a thing. You know that movie we had, our guys get it done. And as my good girls did and the boys, girls get it done. So, I can imagine it's probably gonna be good.
You're showing off. Maybe a little.
Coming soon. They didn't even give us a date. Nothing. They just said y'all see it. Y'all know the vibes. You either gonna watch it or you're not. So, yeah, that was the Madam Web trailer. I already said last night that I'm going to go see it. My sister, she is like pro women, so she's definitely going to go see it. And I'm not saying that I'm pro women. I'm more pro whatever I believe in, whatever I'm interested in. That's what I am. So even if that was guys in this movie and it was more like Sir Webb instead of like Madam Webb or something, I still would see it. If it was one guy with 3 teenage girls, that don't sound right, but I would still see it. If it's one older guy with 3 teenage boys, also don't sound right, I would still go see it. So I'm not, like, my reason to see this is not, because they're women and they're going to be kicking butt. That's not my reasoning for seeing it. I'm going to see it because there's more spider people. I'm a comic book girl. I'm a comic book movie girl. I love that kind of stuff. I'm an action movie girl. I'm a movie girl. So, I'm going to see it for those purposes just alone, not because of women. Obviously, me as a woman, I'm going to be like, hell yeah, we're doing our thing. Like, it's our time to shine and to whoop butt. But, that's not my reason. She going to go see it because of those reasons just alone and probably other reasons. Because Spider-Man is like her favorite superhero, and these are like distant cousins to Spider-Man in a way. It's like his sisters in arms. So, yeah, she gonna see it for that. But I'm gonna Google what day. They probably still gonna be like TBA since that said coming soon. They don't know when they're gonna drop it, but I'm gonna Google and see what day it comes out since they didn't tell us. But first of all, I want to say, please excuse my percentage. It was about to die. But look, so I Googled it, right? And you see it come out February 14th. You see the cast. You see screenplay by some of these people. All right, look, we in the cast, right? So I'm seeing all the people in here. And, we got the people that I mentioned earlier, as you can see, right? Y'all can see that, right? So y'all remember when I mentioned that Ezekiel Sims nigga, right? Okay, look, check this out. All right, so I went ahead and Googled this nigga name. I did it on my phone, didn't want to do it on the laptop. Look at this nigga, bruh. Ew. So yeah, I'm doing my research, trying to see who playing them, where he come from, all of that. I'm looking up stuff like the nigga's nemesis. Who is Meridius? That's a legit question. Like, who is him? I don't even know who that is. I'm looking at his powers and abilities. It says strength, speed, stamina, agility, reaction time, and resistance to physical injury. That's insane. So I didn't want to use Wikipedia, so I went to fandom. I go to fandom every now and then. That's just like what I do. So I'm looking at some of his stuff. Say he's single, 6 feet, male, all that crazy stuff. I'm reading up on some stuff. Something about some Merlon. It's some Spider Society and Web Corps. Like, some of the stuff that I'm reading up on is really insane. Like, they said something about some Cindy Moon and Peter Parker. They both been by irradiated spiders and all this crazy stuff. Like, really take a look at some of this stuff. I know it's going by fast, but y'all can pause it. It's insane, though. Like, it was really crazy. So then I go back, and it says that this Adam Scott dude is playing Ben Parker. Of course, now, I'm alarmed. I'm like, hold now, what? Ben Parker? Like, y'all ain't talking about the same Ben Parker I know about, right? So what did I do? I looked him up, of course, obviously. I looked him up. I searched him up, and I was like, okay, let me find out. Went to the first article I could find. This says this is a younger Uncle Ben. You see that, y'all? Younger Uncle Ben. It was insane. I was shocked, y'all. I was shocked. Just reading some of this stuff. trying to see who this dude was. It was insane. So I'm scrolling down looking for more info, and I realized that I passed something really important right here. It say, I'm gonna go back up, look. It say Ben as a young man gives some more insight to his character as a whole. Like, this is real life Benjamin Parker before Benjamin. Like, it was insane. I was just like, bruh, no way this story takes place like years and years before my man's was even born. My man's at St. Peter Parker. Like, it was insane just discovering that we was about to get like an origin story to this dude, Ben, you know? I mean, who even knew that my man was even a freaking E.T. and all of that, you know? It was crazy. So after I looked at Uncle Ben, I went straight to Sydney Sweeney's character, Julia Carpenter, because I was just like, all right, who is this girl? She looked familiar. So I Googled her. Right ahead, Googled the girl. I sure did. Went straight to that fandom, of course. Now, I'm not going to lie. I kind of fumbled the bag on this. Looking at these pictures, I ain't find nothing. I'm just like, what? But I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of given. It's kind of given. But as y'all can see, I put an N and not an A. So I'm going to Julian Carpenter, right? I'm reading that it says husband. I'm like, whoa. This ain't the person I'm looking for. So we found my girl Julia under it. So we went to it. I'm like, okay, give us something. I'm looking at all this stuff, reading about it. I'm seeing her little aliases, what she go under. I'm like, okay, I do know about these. I just didn't know her name. So, yeah, my joint was tripping out. So I'm reading some of her life. Says she grew up in Cali and all this other stuff. Read up on some other things. And, y'all, I did go back and look at all this stuff again. Like, I read thoroughly about these characters. But at this very moment, I was just skimming through words, just trying to get it clear what this is. Says she teamed up with Iron Man, The Wrecking Crew, West Coast Avengers. I bet some of y'all don't even know about that. Now, I seen this joint right here, and I was like, ooh, that picture is hot. Then I seen something about she got like recruited into the death web. I guess that's when she turned evil or something, like she corrupted, like she in Five Nights at Freddy's or something. So I was just like, dang, that's kind of crazy. Like, you know, now I don't even know if they supposed to be good or bad. So I'm saying this picture right here was where I was really like, yeah, yeah. Now I see Sydney Sweeney with the hair and I'm for it. Like, I like it. So yep, So after that, I went on to the next character. So I'm over here looking at my girl Isabella Merced Anya Corazon. I don't know how to pronounce my girl's name, but we went to her next. All right, so we looked at her. We Googled her. I looked at some pictures because I'm like, who's this? I ain't never heard of no Anya Corazon before. Then I'm like, have I though? I don't know. But you see my girl there. You see her, Isabella, right there. My girl Izzy from Transformers. Y'all see her. So of course I'm back on fandom reading about her. Thought that was cute. Her name is actually Anya, and then she go by Anya. I thought that was tight. So yeah, I'm just skimming through, saying what's up with the girl. I think they said she like 15. She grew up in Brooklyn and she like real young. Said she moved to Mexico. All this crazy stuff. My bad, y'all. I'm out here tired. Like, I'm recording this off the late night, like right before I finish editing this video, so I'm tired. But I'm looking at these pictures and I'm like, this is fire. But you know, I pretty much skimmed through a lot of her stuff before I went back and read it. But I did see interesting in Craven, as in Craven the Hunter, and Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, Red Hulk. Those were some names that really stood out to me. Green Goblin, y'all know. So I'm like, okay, girl really out here getting active. I see Avengers, New Avengers, X-Men, Avengers Academy, and all of that. So I'm like, okay, my girl, she probably boxing out here for real. So yeah, but then after that, there was something that struck my Achilles heel. And it's absolutely this mofo right here. I could not figure out why she was in this movie. But I seen the name. It said Mary Parker, and I was just like, bruh, what? So what I did, of course, I did my research up on it. So I checked her out. I went back to fandom because I'm really curious on this one. I am. I'm like, whoa, hold on now. Hold on. I'm thinking she married to Ben Parker, which makes absolutely no sense. We got my girl Aunt May. How could she be? I'm reading and it says they got a son. named Peter. I'm like, wait, hold on, Peter who? I Google, I click on no other than our boy Peter Benjamin Parker. I was appalled. I said, wow, Mary was really out here active like that. She really was in the field before she had him. I thought it was insane. I really did. But it was interesting to see the concept. It was interesting to see his mom and get to know about her. Because in Amazing Spider-Man 2, we only know about his dad. But now we learn about Mary, and I'm like, okay, that's a different take. All right, cool. So then I went back, after I was a part of what I had found, I went back and Googled my other people. So we went to Celeste O'Connor. I'm like, okay, she played Maddie Franklin. I'm like, oh, I do know Cuz. I do know Celeste O'Connor. She is the girl from Freaky. I'm like, okay, bad, let's Google her character, all right? So we Googled Maddie. Name spelled wrong and everything, but we Googled her. We looking at, her character, all that. This girl was the one that was 15. I guess I got it wrong. Now, I did notice earlier that she was white. But yeah, so we gonna go ahead and just go to the fandom, and you see, white. So she's casted as black now, which is cool. We up one. But yeah, I'm just looking at it, and the girl's name is Martha. That struck me. I'm just like, okay, interesting. So I'm just reading up on stuff. I see Spider-Man on here, Civil War, and all kinds of other names. I'm just like, whoa, okay. Now over here, this what really struck me for real was her powers. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, the girl is going crazy. Like, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Venom Blast was the one that got me. I was like, whoa. And I said, Maddie has cat allergy was insane. That one was insane. I was just like, what? No way. That's crazy for real. But that was the truth. That's what it was. So I'm just automatically thinking, when Silver Cat show up, it's going to be up for her. I automatically thought that. But here we go. We got one last person to look up. So we look up no other than the woman, the miss, herself. Let's look up our girl Dakota Johnson. We got to look up our Madam Web. And that's exactly what I did. So I looked our girl up. I'm looking her up. And I'm like, I don't really want to use, Wikipedia. So we going back to fandom. I found out the girl's name is Cassandra. Y'all remember I mentioned earlier, I didn't know what her name was. Cassandra Webb. Madam Web. It all makes sense, okay? It makes so much sense. Like, Marvel really be clever with these characters. I'm not gonna lie. I'm reading up on some of her stuff. I'm scrolling through. I'm seeing stuff. Juggernaut. Black Tom Cassidy was really the name that really stood out for me, because I remember Black Tom. Y'all remember him in Deadpool? Yeah. That really stood out to me. So I'm just like, okay, my girl was active. So I'm looking at her powers too. And I see all the crazy stuff that she can do. And I'm like, okay, this girl's good. But then I read she was handicapped, and I was like, wow. It was pretty sad. Then I seen wheelchair, and I was like, whoa, time out. It was crazy. But I was like, if she can still pull it off, then it is what it is. They probably won't show her in her wheelchair in this movie, maybe by the end. I don't know. But I did my research, but it was one last thing I had to look up before I ended this little research. A question that a lot of y'all gonna ask. A question that a lot of y'all want to know. So I did it myself. I'm like, okay, let's look it up. And what did it say? It is not part of the MCU, which is why I already figured. Man, you could read up on this yourself. But I just had to do the research myself because I just needed to know. But I was just like, it's not even giving MCU. It's just giving Marvel straight out of Sony, which it is, and Columbia. So, yeah, there it is. I did my research, but I did go back. I did indeed go back and actually read. I also went in my book to see who I could find from this movie and read up on the stuff. So yeah, for all y'all that's just like, you don't know nothing about these characters and all of that, I did. I took my time to try to get to know these characters. So when I watch this movie, come February 14th, I'ma know a little something about these characters now. So there y'all go. Like the video, smash that notification button, subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all when I drop. I'll see y'all when I drop Five Nights at Freddy's. Bye.
Baby, I'm